So question today, yo, do you want to check out Chris Froome's interview on his sugar flat, his hunger flat? Alright, here it is, check it out, and I'll give my feedback afterwards.
So difficult stage indeed. Pretty close call there. What exactly happened with more or less 5 kilometers to go? You really looked like you had a big setback.
No huge setback. I mean, I think myself and Richie was definitely feeling out better than I was today, and I was running out of sugars there towards the end, so I had to ask him to go back and grab me some sugars from the car.
What could have happened if there wasn't the car? Because you were not allowed actually to get sugar from the car. It was actually illegal at that point of the race. What could have happened there?
Yeah, we'd actually had a little bit of a mechanical problem with the car earlier on, so...
So basically, Chris Froome bonked. He bonked. What does bonking mean? Bonking is a cyclist term when you go hypoglycemic, your blood sugar goes down. Okay, hypo. In running we call it hitting the wall, in cycling we call it bonking. Not sexual. So what Chris needed to do, I mean, when you're bonking, when you're hitting the wall, hypoglycemia, your glycogen levels are just gone, deplete. So you need to take in some simple sugars to get that blood sugar, get that glycogen start going again. Otherwise, you just cannot perform. Because glucose-derived ATP is the body's preferred fuel source for high-intensity activity, be it cycling at a high watts per kilo, sprinting, running fast, lifting weights, doing push-ups, martial arts, UFC. Glucose-derived ATP is your friend. When that is out, poof, it's lights out. So Chris went back. Maybe got Port to go back and get him a gel. There's a little gel here, he sees on the side of the road to rappers. Guys, put these in the fucking bin, would you please? You know what I mean? So that's a gel. It's about 44 grams of simple sugars, which is the equivalent of 2 bananas. So you can see the gel here is very easy. Just rip the top off, suck it back in like 3 seconds versus getting a banana, peeling it and eating it takes a few minutes. So the gel gets those simple sugars in straight away. Me, I prefer the dates. I like the dates. So it's a clear example. It doesn't matter how lean you are, how fit you are, how much training you've done, whatever. If you run out of sugars, it doesn't matter who the fuck you are, your performance is going to drop right down. As Chris Froome evidences, Connor's done it, Lance has done it in the past. That's what happens when you run out of sugars, man. Bam, you're going down. Now these paleo morons out there go, you got to get fat adapted, and the body's optimum fuel source is fat. So Chris Froome should have had some bacon lard mixed with pig fat and just drunk that. And it's like, fuck off. You guys don't know fucking anything about nutrition. Nothing. Where the fuck are the low-carb athletes in the world today? There's not a single low-carb athlete around. There's people go, oh, I'm low-carb. And you look at their blogs and they're knocking back gels and doing the fucking Western States 100 miler sponsored by First Endurance like Timmy Olsen and all those people. There's never been a low-carb athlete in history because you can't perform on low-carb. I mean, you could probably walk across the football oval on low-carb, but you can't do shit on low-carb what you would do on high-carb. So that's why we see 100%, 1000% high-carb is what is important. Nobody runs out of fat or protein. They run out of sugar. Sugar and water is your limiting factors in elite performance. Whether you're racing the Tour de France, whether you're looking after your kids for fucking 10 hours a day and they're nagging you and say, whatever. If you want high performance, carbs for the win. 10 grams of carbs per kilo of body weight per day, minimum. 1 gram of carb per kilo of body weight per hour, minimum. Do it. Carb the fuck up. See you soon.